Let me tell you something. If you give women the chance to waste your time, they will. When I was in a 2-year relationship with a pretty little girl who was probably 3/4 my height, my life served as a perfect illustration of this. She wasted my entire college career chasing after her moist vice grip, since I was a big monkey simp, and to this day, I haven't even had the opportunity to press the tip. I made the decision to be a nice man and make my girlfriend have bedroom fun with me even though I was down terrible brothers and other opportunities came my way from even virgins. Since I'm on YouTube telling you guys not to get married, be in a committed relationship, or cohabitate, we all know how that ended up. I was able to get close to Shorty's body just enough to keep me around till she graduated college by outrunning me and outdoing me. She dumped my stupid butt after finishing her degree and deciding she didn't need me any longer. She is now doing whatever it is she is doing. If you allow them to take advantage of you, that's how cruel and cold these individuals are. There are 2 ways a man will understand her statement that I wouldn't receive any of her sweet sugary walls. Thus, that was my fault as well. It's possible that she wants to give up those cheeks. Either she is serious, and it is a sign to flee, or that is a challenge, and she is just stating that to appear more difficult. The latter, unfortunately for your son, is what I think, and as I stated, she only granted me enough access to keep me there, and never offered me access to her beautiful watery intestines. I'll tell you that her guts were also liquid, but I never got to find out if they were sweet and juicy. Still, it is what it is. I realized how foolish I was at the time for allowing a girl who was younger, weaker, and less streetwise to manipulate and take advantage of my time, and that I would never get the chance to experience all of that. I made a mistake by overvaluing virginity and engaging in sexual activity with a lady I had feelings for while we were dating. I wanted to know what it would be like to have sex with a virgin, thus it was my main vice back then. But if I had just had the guts to leave her and move on when I recognized early on that I wasn't going to get what I needed from my ex, I probably would have gotten it from someone else who wanted to offer me that experience. Men frequently lose sight of all the other women who would have treated them better and given them what they desired for a short while when they encounter a woman they really like or find appealing. Even though the relationship might not have survived, at least you would have benefited from the entire exchange. And it is something that men need to accept. They need to understand that it's okay to walk away from a relationship if the other person isn't offering you what you truly want and cannot settle for. If you can't live without the relationship, it's acceptable to be selfish and end it. Missing out on the opportunity to have pleasure in the bedroom was a deal breaker for me. It might be something entirely different for you, but the point I'm trying to make with my personal experience is don't waste your time waiting for ladies if they don't want to give you what you're waiting for, or if it's not worth it. It took me 2 years to learn that lesson, but I'm glad I did because the RP completely altered my life. I've shared my personal experience with you to show you that I am aware of what might happen if you spend too much time with contemporary women. Leave that woman alone if it's not worthwhile. Then go on to the next one. Because women treat different men differently, which is something you must realize. She will not treat another man who she genuinely likes or who has social or financial clout over her in the same way as she treats you. He might spend time with her, take her out to dinner dates, and buy her gifts. But she might make him wait 90 days before clapping her cheeks. However, he could easily get the draws if her boss or the CEO of her company wanted to stretch her out and she liked him. Understand what I mean? Knowing this, don't even waste your time. Instead, move on to the next woman if the one you intended to split open like a coconut is making you jump through hoops and over obstacles to receive what she's given out for free to several men. The peace leave is never worth the wait. And there is always another lady around the corner when one doesn't work out, are 2 things that you as a male must internalize if you want to have influence over women. No matter how wet and flowing it is. Guys, her moist vice grasp is never worth the wait. You will never be able to get back the time you exchanged for it. Take me as an example. I tried to conceive with my then girlfriend for 2 years, but I was unsuccessful in getting inside her body. Do you believe I'll get my wasted 2 years back? Hell no. Those 2 years are permanently lost, so realize that if you spend time, it is gone forever. Whatever you do, there is no way to bring it back. But if I had used that time to devote myself to a skill that would have allowed me to earn money in the future, I would categorically state that it was time well spent. And now, let's consider peace leave in its right context, because it doesn't provide any other useful results besides making you bust and feel good for a few seconds to a minute. However, it does provide you with confusion, drama, turbulence, liabilities, debt, and other negative things. Therefore, in my opinion, seeking and waiting for peace leave is a waste of time. I have also come to the conclusion that regardless of whether a woman is a virgin or a so-called nice girl, I will not waste any time attempting to get her to lie on her back. Since they all feel the same, I'll just spend the money on some wet vice grip. Generally speaking, the only differences are the woman's prowess and nastiness in bed and her responses when you're pounding the pavement, if you get what I mean. Therefore, trust me when I say that it is a waste of time to wait for peace leave these days when they aren't letting other guys wait. And you must not let a woman take your time simply because she promised you some of that grip. When interacting with contemporary ladies, always protect your meat. That represents your time, money, energy, and attention. Don't waste any of it on these ladies. Do it and get on with your life if you have to pay her to lie on her back for a few hours. Always keep in mind that while money can always be made back, time and attention can never be refunded. Okay, when I say there's always another one around the corner, I actually mean there will always be a new girl to take her place after she leaves. Since my girl left, I honestly believed I would never find another like her. Naturally, this is due to the fact that I was unable to clap her cheeks. When she left, I would have been over the fact that we broke up, and it wouldn't have felt like a huge waste of time since I got what I wanted if I had filled her up like stuffing inside a turkey on Thanksgiving. But of course, I'm going to feel like I missed out because I was left holding my Johnson and never had the chance to experience what it would have been like to pop her cherry and be within her. However, I didn't really lose out. Trust me when I say there will be another female around the corner because I later had bedroom fun with other girls who've had better bodies than she had, and I got what I wanted. I've only yet to pop a cherry, but once I do, I'm confident that my curiosity and sense of having missed out will be satisfied. Brothers, that's just how things are. Because you gave women an excessive amount of worth, the majority of it is all in your head. The men that women know they can't mess with are different from the men that are used and abused by them. The distinction between the two is that the guys who are used and abused by women lack options and power since they haven't improved themselves or altered their thinking. He puts her in her proper position, which is at the bottom of his priority list, since the men that women know they can't mess with have the leverage and options. Guys, that is the distinction. When you have leverage and options, you won't waste time with somebody who isn't worth your time, since you can quickly swap her out for someone more attractive. Do you believe that wealthy men who have options and leverage waste their time on women? Hell no. He'll kick one of their women out and go on to the next one if she begins behaving out. You guys have to handle modern ladies in that way. Have a strict no-tolerance policy for inconsiderate and unproductive behavior from these women. Making sure you don't give your me to someone who doesn't want, value, or respect you is the final advice on this subject. Don't even waste your time. Simply end your relationship with a lady if she doesn't like you, wants to be with you, and treats you with respect. Don't even waste your time. Simply go away if the woman you seek sees you as a friend and is not interested in you. Avoid wasting your time by walking away or removing any lady from your life like the cancer she is if she always wants to argue and fight. Just go away if you want to avoid losing an argument with a woman. Guys, click the like button and share the video with the man who needs to see it. Before I leave, I'll play this game with you guys to help you. Guys, realize why you shouldn't accept any BS from ladies? Women are aware of proper behavior and how to respect others. You can bet that most women won't dispute with or belittle their boss because they rely on him or her for their financial support. Therefore, if she doesn't serve you with dignity, tell her to F off and throw her out. I'm done for today. Subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon.